everyone, this is Nishtha and welcome back to the channel. So as you all might have guessed from the thumbnail, this video is about an opportunity where you can learn and network with your peers. And I am here to tell you more about it as I've myself gone through the process. And we will also be talking to a person who went to the actual conference. So that would be interesting. So let me start off by introducing what HPAIR is all about. So HPAIR, or the Harvard College Project for Asian and International Relations, is a student-run body. They conduct conferences, invite speakers, invite delegates like me and you to their conference, so to give a holistic learning experience. The HPAIR conference is basically focused in creating and strengthening relations between the APAC regions. The first HPAIR conference was held in 1991, and since then, there have been multiple conferences in various different countries, and they've impacted close to 40,000 lives through this. This time, their conference was held in India for the first time, that too in Delhi. So I thought that since it's so accessible, why not try and take a chance at this opportunity? I filled the form very close to the deadline. There were 2, 3 essay questions, all asking me about myself, about what I want to become, my career prospects, etc. They asked for my resume. There was a shortlisting process. After that, we were supposed to have an interview with someone from the organizing committee. Someone from the Harvard Economics department took my interview, asked me about the application, what are my motivations, what are my ambitions, some speakers that I would like to have in the conference, etc. And then the final decision came somewhere around 15, 20 days after that, and I was selected. Yeah, so I was happy because I was accepted, but I was also nervous on whether should I go or not, whether should I make this investment or not. And after many considerations, I decided to drop it. So these reasons were personal to me. I'm not saying in any way that the HPAIR did not seem worth it to me, or maybe you should go or not. It's completely your call. So personally for me, I decided not to exercise my option of attending the conference. But so that you guys don't miss out on how was the experience of those 5 days in which the conference was held, I have a friend of mine to talk about his experience. He was an HPAIR delegate at this conference, and he is here to share his experience of the conference and give some tips for the future delegates. So let's move into that part of the video. Hi guys, we are here to discuss about the HPAIR opportunity. As I mentioned in the first section of this video, we have a guest here, Vedas. Hi, welcome to the meet. Vedas is here to talk about his HPAIR experience. He was one of the delegates in the HPAIR Asia conference that was held from 20 to 24 August, right? So, Vedas, why don't you introduce yourself?
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Nishtha. Thank you for having me here. Really glad to be here, part of this video. I'm an undergraduate student at SRCC and currently in second year, studying BCom honors and pursuing CA side by side. And recently participated in the HPAIR 2022 Asia Conference, which was held in New Delhi from 20th August to 24th August.
Firstly, how did you come across this opportunity?
Two main avenues. Some of my friends from SRCC were participating in this, and then I also saw that some of the friends I knew posted on LinkedIn about this opportunity, and I thought, let's apply. Why not apply and see if we're selected or not? So in the application process, there were about 2 or 3 essays which we had to write of about 400 words, and we had to upload our resume, and after that there was an interview round as well. In the interview, we talked for about 15 to 20 minutes with the HPAIR organizing committee from India, and they asked us questions relating to what we want to do, like our career prospects, and what kind of value addition we could possibly bring to HPAIR, why we're interested in this opportunity, and what do we think we can get out of this, and how we can add value.
So as far as I remember, the application process, so questions that they asked in the essay portion also, they were more of how you describe yourself as a person, how you identify yourself, and what are you all about.
They wanted an idea of what kind of people are coming to the conference so that they could maintain the standard and the quality of the people and the delegates in the conference.
Yeah, there was nothing very technical, so you won't be required to prepare for such interviews or essays. So it was more of like how much you know yourself, right. Yeah, coming to the experience of those 5 days, the conference was held in the campus of Triple IT Delhi. And
That's
how,
correct.
just tell me, how do you like it? Like, what was the
All
food
right.
accommodation,
So,
back challenges, sessions? Yeah.
right, I'll walk you through as much as I can remember. So, in day one, there was an opening ceremony in the Leela Hotel, Shadra, and that was a wonderful. The hotel is wonderful, of course. They were organizing it fabulously there. We went there, registered, and then for a few hours, we talked with the delegates who had come and registered before us. The networking aspect really started from there, talking to
Mhm.
them, getting to know them. Then around 7 to 8 p.m., there were two keynote sessions. One was by Jeff Ralston, the president of Y Combinator, a startup venture
Mhm.
capitalist firm in the US. And the other was Mr. Suresh Prabhu, minister in the Indian Parliament.
Mhm.
So those were definitely engaging and interesting speaker sessions, and we got to ask questions as well. It was interactive. Then on day two, we had again, so the basic flow of the day used to be a speaker session in the morning, and then a keynote session, and after that there were one or two fireside chats with the speakers, and
Okay.
during the day, whatever time we had in the middle of the day, it was usually spent on networking sessions and getting to know
Mhm.
people. And some people who paid extra, they had executive seminars or small group conversations with the speakers. Next, coming to the food. So the food quality was good. I mean, in the beginning, it was not that good, to be quite honest. But then, coming to the last day, they improved it, and they were able to give significantly good lunch
Mhm.
at the end of the
Mhm.
fourth day.
Right.
Coming to the impact challenge. So that was an interesting, really interesting aspect. On
Mhm.
the third day, I believe, there was an impact challenge organized by there were five different companies who came and pitched a kind of a problem statement to the different teams, and
Mhm.
we had a time span of about 2 hours, 2 hours 30 minutes, to create a PowerPoint presentation and brainstorm on ideas and basically provide a solution to the problem they gave. There were quite a few delegates from Delhi University only,
Okay.
so that was something comical. And we joked around that this is HPAIR and DU Asia Conference, since there
Yeah.
were so many people from
Mhm.
Delhi University.
Mhm.
But other than that, there were also people from different countries like Malaysia and Singapore, and from various parts of India. Definitely, there were a lot of people. So
Right.
mainly, we talked to them, got to know their experiences, and I guess it really helps to open one's mindset and broaden one's perspectives. So
Right.
I enjoyed
Absolutely.
that part.
Mm. So this impact challenge really intrigues me. Did you have these speakers as your judges?
So what happened was, like, there was an organization. Our case study was given by CEEW, the Council on Energy, Environment and Water, which
Mhm.
is Asia's leading think tank on these kind of sustainability issues. And so two people came from their organization. They told us about the entire case study, the problem. They gave us some figures to work with and a basic model in which to operate. And under that, then we presented to those two people only.
Okay.
So after they gave the problem statement, we worked on the problem statement for 2 to 3 hours, and then they were the judges to whom we presented our presentation.
Mhm. Right. And what was the incentive for the winners? Did they get a PPI internship?
So as far as I've heard, they were taken out to dinner by the two judges who came by,
Okay.
and there were different companies. So like ours was CEW. There were three or four other companies which came.
Mhm.
So I believe they were taken out to dinner, and there might be some kind of internship opportunities as well, but I'm not too sure about that.
Okay, okay. Got it, got it. Fine. That's absolutely great because you get to network with people and work with them on a real project and then present it in front of people from real companies. So that is a great learning opportunity.
Right.
The price associated with attending the HPAIR is one of the main contentions that many delegates face. although there are scholarships, need-based scholarships, and further considerations. But assuming the worst case scenario that you do not get to avail any of those, how did you fund this opportunity, and what, in your opinion, can be different avenues for funding this opportunity?
Right. So a lot of people whom I've talked to, they were able to secure some kind of fundings. One of my friends from my college, he got a crowdfunding opportunity, and he was able to raise quite a large amount from
Mhm.
crowdfunding sources.
Mhm.
There was another delegate.
Okay.
She was a delegate at HPAIR for the last 2 or 3 years, in I think 17, 18, or 18, 19, and
Mhm.
she held a fundraising session. So surprisingly, she was able to crowdfund the entire amount for both of the HPAIR sessions, or both
Okay.
of the HPAIR conferences. So
Impressive. Yeah.
that's another surprising and
Mhm.
remarkable achievement which she was able to do. And then HPAIR itself offers a scholarship to a few number of delegates who apply. I believe they call them HPAIR scholars. So that's another avenue for funding this registration fees. And you can also approach your colleges or other institutions, or maybe any kind of ministries who are able to sponsor. There are a lot of different avenues to fund this, and I would suggest definitely you should try and look out for any of the funding opportunities in order to attend the conference, because it is a hefty amount, especially for a country like India, which is still in the developing phase, and there's the huge chunk of India's population is in the middle income group.
Do you think that this experience was worth the networking, the learning that you got from it, and any advice that you would have for the future delegates who are aspiring to be at the HPAIR conferences in the coming years?
I would say make the most of those 5 days, because you've given up a lot to come to this conference, and you should definitely try and meet as many people as you can. Create connections which will last more than those 5 days. And I tried to do that, and I got to meet and get to know a lot of good people through this conference. So I would definitely recommend you to go for it. But considering the cost and the price considerations in mind, you should definitely try for a funding opportunity before going completely all in to this conference. Again, as my first experience in an international conference, it was definitely something which I enjoyed. Although I was very tired at the end of the 5 days, because it was a hectic schedule from 8 a.m., 9 a.m. to 10 to 11 p.m. in the night. So that's also something you need to keep in mind. But other than that, I would say go ahead, but look for some funding opportunities as well.
Also, for any of you, if you are wondering, like how did delegates manage their 5 days at the conference while they would have classes at college? I don't know about others, but we had a semester break, so I guess you made good utilization of that break. So all your five
That's
days
correct.
were holidays, so didn't have to worry about attendance and all.
I didn't miss any classes, didn't have any
Yeah.
attendance issues, because I just utilized those 5 days of break.
Yeah, right. Great, great. So that would be it. Thank you so much, Vedas, for sharing your experience at the HPAIR. I hope we were able to give some insights to future aspirants, and I hope this talk would certainly help them get better at their registration and onboarding process at HPAIR.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you.
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain